This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined by Mark Tibbs. How are you, Mark?
Lovely, Steve. Thanks very much. I'm all well, mate. Yourself?
Very well, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Mark, we're here in Leeds. Weird ending to that one, wasn't it? What did you make of it?
Well, to be fair, I was very, very, very disappointed, in fact, like everybody was, because I felt that it was just about to catch fire, the fight, and disappointed, yeah.
Did you see the cut?
I did actually. I'm sure I saw a couple of clashes before that clash as well, you know, and I didn't, you know, and then obviously saw some blood. I think it was his leading eye as well, his leading eye, and it was quite swollen. Yeah, disappointed, Steve, for sure.
Brave referee to call it off after 2 rounds in front of 20,000 Yorkshire folk though, Mark.
It was, you know. I'm not too sure if it was, they called the doctor over. I'm not too sure if it was the corners and the doctor's decision, not the referees, to tell the truth. So, yeah.
And how did you see the first 2 rounds going? I know it was only 2 rounds, Mark, but what did you make of those?
Well, it was, as I say, it was very cagey at first, and then it started to catch fire. They both engaged. You know, it was only a matter of time before Warrington shortened his shots up, because I felt that it wouldn't gone the distance, and either of them was going to go. You know what I mean? It was going to be a great fight.
It was. Shame. Rest of the card, Mark. Did Maxi Hughes steal it for you? Katie Taylor?
Maxi Hughes was done a beautiful boxing fight show about there tonight. He done a brilliant performance, and his old jab, when he got his jab into play, it was he couldn't really. The Mexican liked the fight short, if you know what I mean. The straight shots worked. Done some beautiful turns, made him punch fresh air, and he boxed fantastic. I was really, really impressed with him. Great performance. Yeah.
And Katie Taylor, she doesn't relent, does she?
No, Katie Taylor, I'm really disappointed in myself, because I had to leave the stadium for a little bit, and I come back and only saw the last round, so can't comment on that. But no, I always like watching Katie Taylor. I've got to be honest with you now, she was the first female that got me into female boxing, because I never really got into it until Katie Taylor came on the scene.
I know you've done a few of the fight camp shows, Mark, but this is the first one with the crowd. What did you make of all?
Fantastic. Do you know what? Out on them streets today, just before this was obviously let all the crowd in, it was brilliant. It was even in here, the smell of alcohol and the smell of fags even, which I'd hate smoking, and wonderful to see people get back together normal, not a mask in sight. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful, it really was, yeah.
Brilliant. Just very quickly, Mark, what's next for you?
Well, I'm working with a handful of prospects at the moment. Johnny Fisher, who I was in fight camp the other night, is coming on really, really well. He's just come back into camp, getting ready for something that's going to be announced soon. Young John Hedges, I've got to go to Austria with him on Wednesday. He's fighting out there on Friday on a Eddie Hearn show over in Austria. It's a bit of a strange place for me to go, but you know, work's work. And I've got a young kid, not young, he's Harvey Hong. Well, he's young, he's a WBO European champion. He's fighting on the undercard of Chris Eubank Jr. on the 2nd of October. Yeah, so that's coming up, and it's got about 5 weeks, I believe. Who else have I got? And I've got a young kid coming through, just got his licence, fantastic, big puncher. His name's Tommy Fletcher. He's a cruiserweight, he's 19 years old. Great sense of distance and timing, good head on his shoulders, quite mature. He is mature actually, but he's one of the heaviest punchers I've ever worked with, including Dillian White and Richard Riakporhe, but he's only 19. So if you compare the 19-year-old to the 27-year-old, or Dillian White being 34-year-old, whatever he is, you know what I'm saying? He's a good puncher, but you've got to learn him, teach him how to, he can box, but you know, he's got to be not rely on that punch, and teach him and get it in his head to break people down and set that big punch up, not go out there looking for it straight away.
Tommy Fletcher, one to watch.
One to watch, Tommy Fletcher. I've said a lot about him, haven't I?
Yeah. Why not, Mark? He's your man.
Yeah.
I have to ask you before you go, Mark, just in case we don't catch you, AJ Usyk in 3 weeks. Just a quick prediction, quick breakdown.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to sit on the fence with this one. I can't really pick a winner just yet until I have a look at the build-up, the body language, and things like that. But I really believe it's very intriguing for me because Usyk's so a super skilled boxer at cruiserweight. He's never really sold it to me at heavyweight, but he's off that experience and pedigree where he can pack on weight. He'll know what he's doing off. And he's, as I say, he's got something that he was born with, and in being a fantastic boxer. And I think that gives AJ problems. That gives AJ problems. But obviously, we all want AJ to win. British boy.
Good man. Mark Tibbs, it's always a pleasure. Lovely to meet up with you again, sir.
Man. You too, Steve.